Bingo Knows Best, page 2. Meet Farmer Tom. Tom's farm was situated on 20 acres of land in a beautiful valley, which some people called the Dell. Though Tom lived by himself, he was far from lonely. His good friend, Farmer McDonald, lived right across the pasture from him. Tom's cousin Mary raised sheep not too far from his place. But without a doubt, Tom's best companion was his dog, Bingo. Bingo, page 3 and 4. Bingo was a friendly black hunting dog. He had a long black tail, a long black nose with a keen sense of smell, and yes, Bingo was his name-o. Farmer Tom and Bingo loved to go on walks, exploring the nearby countryside. One summer day, they set off for 3 Mile Creek. The creek was one of Bingo's favorite places to visit. Sensing that this is where they were heading, Bingo excitedly tugged on his leash, causing Farmer Tom to pick up his pace. "Whoa, boy!" exclaimed Farmer Tom. "Slow down a bit and give a man a chance to breathe, why don't you?" And just as any obedient dog should, Bingo began to slow down, eventually coming to a complete and total stop. Sniffing the ground around him, Bingo had just enough slack on his leash to stick his nose under a nearby bush. Farmer Tom laughed when just a few moments later, Bingo came out from the bush with a mostly empty can of baked beans stuck to his highly sensitive nose. There's my camera when I need it, thought Farmer Tom as he pulled the can off Bingo's nose. Let's get going, boy. And off they continued to the creek. Upon arriving at the creek, who should Tom and Bingo see but Farmer McDonald and Cousin Mary. "Hello there, good friend," said Farmer McDonald. "Come share a picnic lunch with us," invited Cousin Mary. While Mary set out the food, Farmer McDonald pulled cans of soda pop out of a small cooler. Farmer Tom popped the tab off his soda. Then Farmer McDonald opened his soda. And finally, Mary opened hers. Page 5 and 6. Bingo wagged his tail. And waited expectantly. Hoping for his own can of soda. But, alas, there would be no pop for a thirsty canine today. "Oh, Bingo," laughed Farmer Tom, "water would be much better for you. Why don't you go down to the creek and get a nice long drink?" Bingo's ears perked up at the suggestion, and off he trotted towards the creek. Bingo stopped short, however, when he reached a steep, grassy embankment that separated him from the water. How would he get down to the creek? Bingo thought, and then it hit him. He lay down on his tummy, pushed away with his front paws, and went sliding down the embankment, landing with a great splash in the water. Bingo happily splashed around in the creek, lapping up the cool water with his tongue. It wasn't long, however, before Bingo's highly sensitive nose picked up the most wonderful scent coming from somewhere downstream. Would Bingo be able to find the source of that marvelous fragrance? He was determined to try, so off Bingo went on his scent-finding mission. Bingo, page 7 and 8. Dog paddling in the direction of the enticing smell, Bingo soon came upon a trash can that had been blown over by a strong gust of wind. And can you guess what fell out of the trash can? Soda pop cans, empty cans of applesauce, empty cans of beans and corn. Cans everywhere. nose began to quiver in anticipation of exploring each and every can. Let's see, Bingo thought. I didn't have much luck with that can of baked beans earlier today. I think I'll try the soda pop. And with that, Bingo used his nose to slowly push 2 pop cans up the creek bank until he and the pop cans were safely on dry ground. With unbridled enthusiasm, Bingo shoved his nose deeply into the first can. Orange soda pop, my favorite, thought Bingo. Oh, and what about that can over there? Perhaps it's grape. As Bingo started towards the second can, a frightening realization came upon him. The pop can was stuck tightly to Bingo's nose. Bingo tried everything he could think of to get the can off his nose. He rolled around in the grass, rolling first one way and then the other. He shook his head wildly from side to side, but the harder he tried, the more tightly the can seemed to stick to his highly sensitive and sore nose. Meanwhile, Farmer Tom and his friends were starting to get a little concerned about Bingo. Do you think we should go look for Bingo? Farmer Tom asked. It's not like him to miss lunch, said Farmer McDonald. You don't suppose he got lost, do you? Replied Mary. Pages 9 and 10. Bingo knows his way around 3 Mile Creek better than all of us, replied Farmer Tom, but perhaps he's gotten into some mischief. We better go check on him. So the 3 friends headed off towards the creek in search of the stray dog. The threesome had gone only a few hundred yards when out from a grove of trees appeared Bingo, the soda pop can firmly entrenched to his nose. Bingo, I told you, no pop, exclaimed Farmer Tom sternly. Come here right now and let's get that can off your nose. So, with head drooping, and tail sagging, not to mention feeling totally foolish, Bingo came over to Farmer Tom for help. Farmer Tom wrapped his left arm around Bingo's midsection, and with his right hand, he gave the can a firm tug. The can refused to budge, so Farmer Tom tried again, this time using more force on the can. Farmer McDonald tried his hand at removing the can, but still no luck. Finally, Mary came up with an idea. Tom, you hold on to Bingo. Farmer McDonald, you grab onto the can. It will be kind of like a game of tug of war. Maybe that will do the trick. The two men agreed to the idea and took their positions on either side of Bingo. 1, 2, 3, pull, shouted Mary. And little by little, bit by bit, the can began to budge until finally it popped off. Farmer Tom, Farmer McDonald, and Bingo all went tumbling in the grass. When they realized that the can had come off and that no one had been hurt, they all started to laugh. What success! What joy they felt in that moment! Page 11 and 12. It's been an exciting day, said Farmer Tom, but I think Bingo might like to go home and take a nap. Farmer McDonald, Cousin Mary, why don't you come over this evening and see us? And so the friends slowly headed home, agreeing to meet up again that evening at Tom's house. Down on his favorite rug in front of the fireplace and took a nice long nap. About an hour later, it dawned on Farmer Tom that Bingo had not had lunch that day. My, he is going to be so hungry when he wakes up. I bet he could eat 4 whole cans of dog food. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Farmer McDonald and Cousin Mary had come by to check on Bingo. They both had the same thought as Farmer Tom and had brought along cans of dog food with them as well. I know, said Cousin Mary. Let's open all these cans of dog food and set them in front of the fireplace so Bingo will see them when he wakes up. No sooner had she spoken these words than Bingo's nostrils began to twitch. Apparently Bingo's nose is the first part of his body to wake up, laughed Farmer McDonald. Bingo leaped to his feet, excited to see his friends, and even more excited to see all those luscious cans of dog food. Cans, cans, cans everywhere, and cans that were just the right size for his highly sensitive nose and his highly empty stomach. Farmer Tom, Farmer McDonald, and Cousin Mary joined hands and began to dance happily around the room. And Bingo, he licked clean every can.